Whoa, 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 wait! It's back. The white stuff. Okay, everything paused again. But on a positive note, we hit the 2K. 2K subscribers and more. Oh man, thanks ever so much, everybody. I'm just so chuffed that you want to watch me do what I do in and around the pond. Fantastic. But looks like we're going to put a few things on hold for the time being, just till the white stuff disappears again. Alan, top end, I tell you, Alan's been messaging me. It's even worse up north. I don't know what it's like where you are, but oh man, woke up this morning just like a little bit disappointed, but you know, what can you do? I've got to get these cleared off again. So away we go. But no, 2K subscribers ever so, wow, blown away. Hello to everybody. Welcome to the new subscribers. Fantastic. So luckily I did a bit of recording the other day, so I've got something to show you today. So sit back, get a brew, grab a beer, whatever time of the day it is. I have no idea where you are at the moment when you're watching this. And welcome back, 2K Oi Pond lifestyle. Do you think they'll get that? Of course you will. Hi there folks, you joined me on a very cool wintry Saturday morning in Stoke-on-Trent. Blew gale last night. I don't know whether it was chucking down with rain or whatnot, but anyway, you caught me just in the point of doing a bit of cleaning, to be honest. Doing one of my deep cleans today. So I want to see how where the media's gone in, where my KK1000's gone in, how that's going to be, because it's position, how it's going to be sorting the waste, because it's going vortex with a brushes straight into KK1000. So I was getting some comments of people saying, yeah, but you're leaving your waste till the end when you should be clearing it first, then putting it through your media. Yeah, maybe, but again, don't knock it till you've tried it. And I missed this out the last video. Somebody commented that I didn't say every day is a school day. It is. So today I've isolated my Cockney Koi filter bay off, and you've caught me just in the point now where I've kind of just isolated things off. I've taken all the brushes out. I've got a big bucket of brushes that come out. They need rinsing over. I've got my little friend, my little siphoner. I'm going to try that in another bay and see what waste is, because I've left these bays for a little bit longer than I usually do because I'm not feeding, so there shouldn't be massive amounts of waste in there. But I've left it a little bit longer, so I can give my little friend a little spin inside the second bay. I've only ever done the vortex, so I'm going to try the second bay today, so let's crack on and get that done. Alright, so there's nothing in my vortex, so don't need to do that today, but I've left it for quite a long time to see if I can get a bit of build up in this second bay. So I'm going to now get the siphoner in for a spin and see what waste we can get out. It's getting blooming cold in here, so I'm going to stick some gloves on because this water's only 3 degrees. Okay, so this is one of the drain valves at the bottom of the two bays you're watching me clean at the moment. So we'll just flick this on and get ready, dump the water that's in there. I think next time around I'm going to do these two bays with the siphon. Just at the moment it's a pain in the backside of doing it with the siphoner, so I'm not going to bother. I always do the fine ones this way because it's just easier. Just hang them up on the washing line, give them a blast off, waters the garden. The rubbish out of the foam pads is good for the garden anyway, so it's feeding the grass, cleaning the things, getting them back in, nice and clean, zing ping. Okay, the big question, so how do you purge your filter, Andy? Right, I'll show you. So at the moment, as I said, I've isolated off the filter system from the rest of the pond, so my main slide valve there is closed, the main pump is off, and the water level is down. So my normal water level is there, but obviously it's down now because we've been dropping water off cleaning bays. Anyway, this barrier is to stop any material. As soon as it blasts in through there, it goes quite fast and then heads that direction and into there. So you'll see all that, how that happens later, and I'll explain a bit more on that one later. So anyway, so I've got this down, water level's down, and really it's just now a case of opening the valve like this. Water then rushes in, pulling water from the pond and into the filter system. Now with it pulling it, it's pulling a lot of the waste that may have been sat at the bottom of the pond, not moving because it was heavy. So this enables you to purge the bottom drain, get as much waste off the bottom as you can, and make sure that from the pond underground, this little seating area here, to there, and then into the system is now clear. So little areas, bit of a top tip here with this as well, is if you're doing blanket weed clearing like I did last year, the blanket weed grew that bad that it grew into the bottom drain. So all of a sudden I could see this level was dropping. What was going into the pond, didn't know where the water was going. It just basically because it had blocked up the bottom drain. So there you go. So that's how I purge my bottom drain. Close the valve down, water's down anyway, lift the valve up, and it will then push the water through from your pond into here, purging it and clearing any rubbish in there. There you go. Okay, the water's going back into the filter system. Perfect opportunity to purge the bottom drain on the pond. Not done that for a few weeks now. That's quite needed. I think after doing that clay there was sediments and bits and pieces of clay that were left on the bottom there, so now that's back out the pond. That's better. So yeah, it's a case of filling it up. Doing a water change today as well. I've just lost about 2 inches of water with doing that. I think if I use the siphon more often on the other bays, especially in winter, I mean in summer it's not so bad, but especially in winter and also through summer I suppose, but it kind of might save a bit of water, so it's a little water saving exercise as well. So God, it's still cold around here. Hello. So yeah, so there you go. It's all good. Right, so that media because of where I've put it, so I've got sort of brushes, vortex brushes, and then the moving media, yeah, it seems to work quite good. I think it'll tell more when the spring comes in and I start feeding these guys a little bit more, well, a lot more, and then I'll be able to see what kind of waste goes into these filters then, and then maybe it might need another move around, I don't know, but so far, so good. Everything's back in now, so filter system fully cleaned. All done. Subscribe! Just while I'm here as well, something else I've been meaning to show you for about 3 or 4 videos is the dead spots that I pointed out in the last video in my moving media bed. I forgot to tell you that what happened, I can get them all moving when the water's not moving. So it's just literally the water flow that is causing that. So I've just turned on all the air again, and look at how it's going now. So there you go, all moving. But if I turn the water flow on, see what happens. All of a sudden, dead spot. Dead spot. Dead spot. So that's interesting, wasn't it? It's just basically the water flow that was doing it. Anyway, I better get this thing topped up. And for those of you that are new to the channel, you may not have seen this before. This was a little bit of it's like a barrier that I put in whenever I purge the bottom drain, because it catches all the rubbish off the bottom drain before it goes into my new area where I've just cleaned. So this is basically just that filter floss from aquariums, and then I just basically cut out a bit of old chicken wire and put that in here, and that slips in quite nicely there, and as it purges, it hits there, siphons off all the rubbish so it doesn't take it into the clean bays that I've just cleaned, and then basically just take this off, throw it in a bin. It's all good. Now just a quick point about these is when you put these barriers in, don't forget about them, because they will get blocked up real quick, and then you find this level comes up, so you're still pushing water through, and all of a sudden you've got this level coming up, not going that way, not going to waste, and then you could have a flood in your hands. It happened to me once, I forgot about it, woke up next morning, had a few problems, I had to deal with it, luckily caught it early. So yeah, if you ever put one of these barriers in to catch the rubbish, don't forget, take it out. Once you're done, just keep an eye on it. As soon as it's full, take it out, and then just bin the inside, just bin the floss stuff, and then use the carrier again some other time. Okay, quick look at the fish while they're here, at the windy. No change in the pond, fish still looking good. Like I say, doing a water change today, so there's a bit more fresh water going in. Great. Oh, and something else I wanted to tell you as well. Loads of things I keep forgetting to tell you. When I soaked my KK1000 mini media stuff, yeah, when I soaked that in PP, rinsed it all off, gave it a really good rinse through and whatever, what I found over the last week or so is, you know when you do a PP treatment and then the water goes brown and you get this like sludgy stuff on the top? So whether this PP, whether this media still had a bit of PP left on it and it's been working in the pond, because that is the gloopy stuff that you find, and I found it around the rim of the pond as well, because the pond is, I've got it all, I've got the pond covered at the moment. I didn't see the remnants of it around the rim. Now I've just done a deep clean change now, and a water change, dropped the water levels off, and I can see the rim of it all the way around. So that's an interesting one. When you get your new media, and everybody says stick it in PP for as long as you can, and it will speed it up a little bit. It does. Well, I'm hoping it does. I've not seen it. I've not actually seen it working properly yet. But it does change its colour. It does etch. Does etch the surface to get it moving quicker, I think. Again, like I say, it's still winter. I've yet to see it form in spring, but it does etch it. But again, you have to rinse. If you don't rinse it off really well, I don't think it matters. But you will have remnants of PP in your system. Anyway, so I sort of let you know about that. If anybody's thinking about getting some of this stuff and soaking it in PP, or any kind of media, soaking it in PP, then putting it in your pond. be aware that you may have some left in and you're going to get it running through your pond, which is, I suppose, is never a bad thing because it's giving your pond a bit of a clean as well. But you've got to be careful on the levels because of your fish. Hey, OJ. See you later. And also, in those little jobs that you come up with that go on your endless list of things to do, something else I've got to sort out as well is where my dechlorinator is going to go. I've moved it from by the pond, safe trailing it through the pond, and I've got to try to get it built in to here, into the filter system, so I feed into the filter system rather than into the pond. That's another job, because at the moment it feeds in there. So it comes in just there at the moment. So that's another little job to look at. Right, I think that's it, folks. End of the video. Thanks very much for watching. Hit the subscribe button down the bottom if you haven't yet. Click the like if you've liked the video. Ping the bell, ping, to get notifications. Thanks very much for watching, Bitchy Botchy Bitchy. Thanks very much for watching. You've been watching Koi Pond Lifestyle.